Dermot, well, a game of two halves is an obvious cliche to use. We were poor in the first half, but you got a response in the second period.
Yeah, it's not enough, is it? It's 3 points down the pan against, for me, a team that we should have got at least a point off here, and sometimes it's difficult as a coach to legislate for what goes on the pitch, and I'll always hold my hand up and take responsibility, but sometimes I think I'll ask the players to look at what you've been asked to do, and it hasn't happened. And I think people will see within January you can't keep making errors, and I have to move things around. Yes, I've just said to them, proud of what you did second half, but it's 3 points lost. We still needed a little bit more composure on the ball for the amount of ball we had second half. I thought we just kept putting it in their box rather than get it down, and just that little bit of class. But is it something we can build on? I have to take the strengths out of it and go, the attitude of a lot of the players was first class, first half and second half. When you give individual errors away from home, the home crowd get on to you, it's tough. It's difficult, so we give ourselves a mountain time. But I said to them, this is about the third time now that we've had this situation, so I have to look at it myself and eradicate it. So I'm really disappointed. The fans have been different class. They've travelled in their numbers and they're singing. I'm buzzing before the game. I think, can we give them a good day here? And it's. I know it's football, but it's disappointing because we've now got a big game at Plymouth to face.
Yeah, 2-0 down after 11 minutes. Not the ideal start, but maybe the turning point was that penalty in stoppage time. It looked like Jordan Roberts had won the ball.
I asked him, the ref, and he said that he took the player through the ball. He got the ball, but he took the player, and that's therefore a penalty. Well, there's no point really arguing with the referees, and then I'm sure Andy will be looking at their penalty second half, because I thought that was a stone wall. But yeah, that was that. But the two goals, they haven't scored good goals. We give them the ball and then they score a goal, and you're thinking those two, we're in trouble. If we look at half time at 2-0, maybe. But you can say these things forever, and I've just got to keep looking at players that will be focused and switched on mentally, because there's no, we prepare them for what they've got to do, and we prepare especially on dead balls and set pieces, and we've gone to sleep and we've got punished, so it's annoying.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for you as a manager, because we had two really good performances, looking to build that consistency that you've been talking about, that we've probably not had this season. An opportunity maybe slipped away today to build something.
Yeah, I just said, first half I don't think we engaged either. There was tackles flying in, and it got a bit feisty second half, but that's what it is, and we have to get near these players, and we didn't, and we made their right winger look like Ronaldinho. Yeah, and I'm thinking, well, mark him, shut him down, do these things, and it's a disappointing thing, but I've got to make decisions, haven't I? The people have got to do their jobs.
You mentioned before the game that Adi Youssef has gone back to Mansfield at the end of his loan spell. He's done a good job for us, hasn't he?
I thank Adi. I think he's got an opportunity to get a deal now as a Div 2 club, and we had him till the 22nd. I didn't want to stand in his way. I didn't want him to get injured and lose the contract. And likewise, he's been very complimentary when he left, and he's been a wonderful lad. Scored some goals for us, and we wish him well.
And two more loan players. I know you're going to make a decision on them later in the week. January's not far away now.
No.
Has anything today strengthened your mind about the additions to the squad that you hope to make?
Yeah, definitely.
Without going into too many details.
Yeah, that's right, Bruce. It has. We know we've got young Dean Cox coming on to add to us. And I want him to push the players that maybe think, well, it's always going to be, I'm in the team. I don't want that ever to be there, but you bring the likes of Joe McInerney back on, and he's got you thinking, well, the system is, Josh I thought I can't fault Josh, Mark Connolly and Joe second half, and Lewis up and down, and those are the type of players who are going to adapt. So if I'm going to adapt, they've got to adapt as well, and I think there are certain players there I can trust, and there's other players I've got to look in the eye and say, are you with us or not?